All
Hi.
right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. And welcome first to Mother's Tarot, Loretta. Hi,
Hey.
sweethearts. Nice to see you here already. And here I am with Denise Fletcher of Denise Fletcher Tarot. And Denise has been a subscriber and a member of my channel for a while now and has started her own fabulous channel. And we have tried to get together to get this started and then all my woes. And so we got here, Denise. We finally got here. Welcome.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see, but that's our belief. We believe in
Yeah,
the Buddhist philosophy. And
right.
being that way, everything happens for reasons at the right time.
Yes, that's
And
right.
it was just not meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be.
Instead, yeah, instead I went on with Loretta.
That's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
so glad to know that you did. I knew that you two ladies would hit it off. That's why I
Yeah.
connected you. And there are so many of us of like mind here that it's wonderful. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
I
And we're
really,
already scheduled for next week.
it's
Yeah.
excellent. That's excellent. I love Loretta. She has a wonderful channel as well, and she's been on, and she's got a real affinity with the ETs. So I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think you two will hit it right off. So I want to say hi to CJ as well and Laura Hammond Davis. Thank you
Hi.
for being here, ladies. Thank you so much. I want everybody to know that in the chat, or I'm sorry, not in the chat, in the show notes, I have the link to Denise's channel. And I would love it if you would go over and join her channel. She's got a little bit of information over there, and she's going to be adding to it. I've also provided a link that she gave me for her art that she does. So that's in there
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh, you
Yeah,
found the.
I did. I did. I had a friend who used that very same website for her art.
Yeah.
And so I was glad to see that you had that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been
That's,
on there since 2015.
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
and I also
Fabulous.
do Substack. I've been doing
Okay, that's right,
Substack
you
for
do.
quite a few years.
Right,
Before
and I
that,
have
it was
seen.
the Google blog, but
Uh-huh,
then that not as popular.
right,
So I
right.
kind of switched to Substack, which was more of a community type atmosphere,
Yes.
where the other one was just more individual.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
did
I
one
like
for a long time. I did a blog for a very long time, but it didn't really go anywhere, and I felt like I was just I suppose it doesn't matter, but I felt I was talking into the void. So I just started doing my own journaling in my journals. That's what I
yeah,
do. But yeah, that's great. I love it. That's awesome.
awesome sauce.
So yeah, so Denise and I are going to talk a little bit about her pathway to her own spiritual. I can't say it this morning. Spirituality, and then we will do a few readings at the end if that's what you guys want. We're happy to do that. So Denise actually had an aha moment this morning, and she's going to tell us about it. But yeah, go right ahead. I want to give you the floor, Denise. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I started at a very young age as a child, um, just always knowing things, very intuitive, always sympathetic.
Mhm.
Um, wasn't a fighter, but if someone attacked me, then I would defend myself. But I
Good
was a
kid.
loving peace child. I was the artist, the
Uh,
writer, the
yeah.
and so and then you become unaware of your surroundings anymore because of the interference of television and school and parents,
Good.
and then you become an adult, you get married. So my choices for art and writing and spiritual just got put on the back burner. Even though I did try many religions, I never got connected.
Mhm.
And after I started working for uh, a lama, his name is Gellick, in Ann Arbor. I cleaned his house actually. I was supposed to start for 2 weeks, and then it ended up 2 months, and then it turned into 2 years. So I
Mhm.
got to spend a lot of great time with him.
Mhm.
Because it was every week for 2 years. I got to
Good.
spend at least an hour with a real llama. I was
I
like,
know. How beautiful is that? Boy, that's
I
so
look
uplifting. Yeah.
I look back now and it's like, oh my God, I didn't appreciate what I had.
Uh-huh. That's right.
And but he passed away in 2017, and I've had a total of 3 different psychics and told me that he has been connecting with me, had been trying. So finally I opened up with Allie's help, and I ended up connecting with Gellick that day on your show.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yep.
was on your show that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Wow.
all of a sudden it dawned on us when it was a great big white light coming down, going into a jeweled box. And I went, well, that's Gellick, that's Jewel Heart.
Right.
That's the foundation
Absolutely.
he started. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
I don't have any affiliation to Jewel Heart. Um, because it's in Ann Arbor, Michigan area, and it's it's just been there for 20, 30, 40 years now. It just seems like. But Gellick is my spiritual guide. And but that's who it is. And I'm glad. And every time when I know for sure that we've connected, I start smiling. It's just like it's this big smile on my face. And it's like, oh my God. Hi,
Uh-huh.
Gellick. How are you?
That's you keep him alive is what you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep him alive.
I'm just going to channel his messages, whatever he
Yeah.
wants me to.
Yep.
Because he's the teacher.
Right. Right.
Yep.
And you're the conduit. Yep.
Yep. And he had he started at 3 years old in Tibet, and they took him and put him in a monastery. And, it was really interesting what he taught me and stuff.
Yeah.
I learned to love, acceptance. That's what I love about the Buddhists, is it's accepting.
Yep.
Stop judging. Quit hating.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so that's my path now.
That's awesome. I love it. And so
I'll try and honor you and him.
Yep. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lottie, Linda, Paul, Gerald's here. Anybody else that Hypnicity. Hi, Hypnicity. Oh, you're going to like this, Hypnicity, because Op Yop, I just want to say hi to you too. Hypnicity. This is Denise and her Lama Gellick was brought her to Buddhism, basically. Brought her to Buddhism, just like you're interested in it. So yeah.
I keep trying to join the chat and it won't let me, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
Private chat.
With anyone. Hit the comments and then hit live.
Oh yeah, okay.
Can you see them now? Can you
see and then it says join the chat.
It does? Oh.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
I'm a rookie at this.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why, but anyway. Okay.
Well, you guys won't get any messages from me because I can't figure the dumb thing out.
It's all right. It's okay. We'll get you squared away when it's your turn to host on your channel. So, but I'll put up the questions that anybody happens to ask. Paul already has one, but I told him we'd be doing that in the second half. So, so today's message that you got, there was a hiatus that you explained to me between, after you kept getting brought back to him, but you kept sort of ignoring the call.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Back in 2012 is when, that's the air fryer going off.
Okay.
Not the detector, it's the air fryer. I was still driving semi cross country and into Canada.
Uh-huh.
And I kept coming up with twos. It was driving me crazy to the point that it was all day long, day after day. It wasn't just like once in a great while.
Uh-huh.
And a few of the times that when I really started paying attention to the twos, I'm going, okay, this is not a coincidence. This is some spirits trying to talk to me.
Mhm.
And my daughter also passed away that year. So
Wow.
I thought that maybe, this was before she died. And then after she died, it became even more so. So I was beginning to think that it was her. But now that I look back and it was 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, I think it was Gellick trying to connect with me. And that was before he even passed. I
Hmm.
think, you know,
Yep. Yep. Was
and
letting
then,
you know in some way. Right.
yeah, that
Yeah.
he was probably praying for me or something
Mhm.
and doing stuff. And when Gerald did my reading for me, he had said that Gellick had told him that he had a nickname for me. And I'm
Mhm.
like going, no, he didn't have no nickname. So, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, nah, I can't think of any nicknames. So then that night I go to bed and all of a sudden it dawns on me, sister. Popped
Mhm.
right in my, he always called me sister.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so then I let Gerald know that night that I sent him an email. Hey, yeah, he had a nickname. It was sister. Because my sister and I had gone in and redecorated his house with wallpaper, paint, curtains.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
did all. I
Wow.
had a really connection with him.
Sure. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was,
I get it. Yeah. Mm,
and so he
mm.
would call us sisters. And then when I was by myself, he would just call me sister.
Okay.
And it was like,
Wow.
oh yeah, okay. So that was a total of 3 people who have told me that I have a connection with Gellick.
Yeah.
And his
Yep.
name, yeah.
I
So
wonder if he's actually planning on reincarnating soon, because you know that the Buddhists, especially the lamas and the monks,
yeah,
they go through that whole cycle. That's how they find their Dalai Lamas, you know. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And
Interesting.
he's, so I better enjoy him while I have him, huh?
Well, there's some people that will say that even if he has incarnated, you still have accessibility to that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I don't think
Yeah,
he'll go anywhere. But if he
no, he
does, you'll
looked me up.
probably know.
And it was funny because when he was alive, I would dream about him standing on the edge of a cliff, like in Washington or Oregon or someplace, overlooking
Uh-huh.
the Pacific Ocean. I knew this, and
Oh,
it would lead up to the ocean. Then you could see it was a drop off cliff. It was all
yeah,
green grass with a big white tent, just the canopy top, with all
right.
the people sitting underneath the canopy, and they were all dressed in white, and he would be standing there with his hands in this motion talking to him. And
Oh.
another thing that he always did was, like, if he wanted to point something out that he wanted you to pick up or move, he'd say, I want that, would you get that? He would point with his lips. He would go like this with his
Oh,
lips.
really?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, wow.
And at first
That's
I'm like going, what the hell? And finally I figured out he was pointing with his lips. It was
oh,
great. I loved it.
but he definitely was he actually, I mean, was he from Nepal? Was he Nepalese and came over here, or was he an
He was
American Lama?
No, no, he was from Tibet. He was
He
taken from
was,
his
okay.
when he was 3 years old from his parents. And his father was also in the Buddhist, but he wasn't a lama. He was something
Okay.
else.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah, but
Wow.
he was
Yeah.
raised by monks.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
I mean, there's some talk about monks being so enlightened that they actually elevate, they levitate. They're just so pure and their energy is amazing. I find that to be, I remember the Dalai Lama came to Seattle when I first moved here. It was 2008, and he came to talk, and he was in the football stadium, the Seattle Seahawks football stadium,
Wow.
and that's how many people actually showed up as well. And I wasn't anywhere near him, but I felt completely enveloped in love, and I could not stop crying. It was amazing. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. I just felt so completely um it was like a magical having him come,
Yeah.
you know. But
It was at ease. I was like, when I cleaned his house, it was never a chore. It was,
mhm.
I always felt, especially when I'd clean his temple where he did all his praying and
Uh-huh.
everything,
Yeah.
and you could just feel the power in his temple, in
Wow.
his house there, that
In his house. Yeah. Wow.
it was right off
That's
his
interesting.
bedroom. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So I want to talk about the oh, you were there too, Hypnicity? I didn't know that. That's wonderful. Okay, Jenny, we will put you on the list for readings. And hi, Tanita. Nice to see you too. I want to welcome Jenny Wells, who says this is one of her first times here, and we're happy to have her with us. So thank you for being here. Hi, Nancy, and a few others. So I want you to talk about getting back into the tarot and what tarot deck you feel the most comfortable with, because I love that story, and also what you do now in the stores in your area. She lives in Michigan.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
live in the center of Michigan, halfway up of the
Uh-huh.
mid. And um actually it was sort of like when I was telling you about the cat that come to live with me.
Uh-huh.
It was the neighbor's cat, and the cat decided it wanted to live with me, so I let it in.
Uh-huh. Good for you.
I let it in. And in fact, she's right there. Um
That's fun.
yeah, and I had gone through 2 years of major surgeries, shoulder where I had to have the muscles reattached because I lost use of my arm.
Oh.
And then I had to have back surgery from like 5 to 1. The
Uh-huh.
whole lower of my
Oh,
spine
wow. That's a
shot. Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
And then while I was in 6 weeks after the back surgery, I developed cancer in my right thumb, which they had to amputate
I've never
because
heard of that before. I guess it can happen, but who's heard of that? Yeah.
he said
Wow.
I was only the third one he'd ever had. And it was normally a man. It was 2 men that had it than me. So
Wow.
yeah, I was. So then it was like, okay, so I'm home binge watching TV. There ain't a whole lot you could do
Right.
after all that.
Yeah.
That was all in 11 months, by the way.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
like, yeah,
Oh my goodness.
that's
Wow.
why I can have so much sympathy for you.
No, sweetheart.
It's like, um, and that winter, the cat come to live with me last winter, and I started watching you and Deb and Marina and Sherry, and
Mhm.
you just
Yeah. You go from
every
one to one. I get it. No, I
yeah.
totally get it. Yeah. Yeah.
And I decided I'm going to dig my tarot cards out, and I started dug them out and started studying again. Took classes from Deb Zaka.
Mhm. Zacco. Yep. Mhm.
Yep. And I picked up it so fast. It was like boom. It was like everything I'd ever learned
Meant to
over my
be.
life, it
Yep.
came.
Yep.
So that's how I got back into it. And then I watched you all for, I don't know, 7 months. I watched you guys almost every day for 7 months.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
so then,
dedication.
yeah, I like to learn. I don't like being
Mhm.
taught, but I like to learn.
I get it. Yeah. Learn by osmosis. That's the
Yeah.
best way.
And so that's how I got back into it. And then in August, the local store here, it's a Realms Metaphysical Shop,
Uh-huh.
and they needed a tarot reader. And at that time, I hadn't done it. And I thought, well, okay, I'm gonna talk to you and talk to some other people. And I
Uh-huh.
went, okay, I'm gonna jump in both
Jump right
feet.
in. Good for
Yeah.
you. Good for you.
So I
Yep.
got Deb's deck of cards,
Mhm.
and that's the first deck I started using. Now I'm using this deck here. This is
This is
Apprentice
right away.
tarot deck.
Oh, the princess. Okay. Yeah.
Apprentice.
Okay. But don't you also have a deck that belongs to your deceased daughter?
Yeah,
Didn't you? Yeah. Okay.
I have
Okay.
her deck too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And her book.
That to me was amazing connection. Yeah.
And I have her book also.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep. And I've been, let's see where. That's not it.
Fabulous.
I got, I'm like the rest of you guys. I got so many decks. They're all wrapped.
Oh my God. Yes. It's like serious addiction.
Well, at least it's
productive.
Yeah. Well, it's like this deck here, but there's no name on them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is one of her decks.
One of her decks? Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah.
And then I got another box. I have another box.
Okay.
I keep them all in wooden boxes or in bags with crystals.
There you go. Yeah. Keeps them.
This is my original deck.
All right. Oh, yeah. Rider-Waite, but it looks almost like the Morgan Greer.
Yeah, these are really old. So I keep them in its own little bag.
Yep. I have my first tarot deck that I ever bought myself way back when in the 80s, I think. Yeah.
And then this is the deck.
Ooh. Oh, and that's very cool. Yeah, I've seen that. What's the name of it again? Oh, it's gosh, I can't remember. Is it something like operendi or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, if I could adjust my bifocals.
It's kind of a dark deck.
Glass.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, but I think that is what it's saying.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. I just got new glasses too.
We need glasses for our glasses.
Well, when I'll take a picture of it and enlarge it on my phone, then I'll be able to read it.
No problem. No problem.
Does that sound familiar?
I hate it when that happens. When I had to go in and have my cataract surgery, they're like, okay, you get to choose. Do you want to be able to see far away without glasses or up close without glasses? Because you only get one choice. And I said, I'm going to take up close because if I go south here, then I won't have to buy bifocals again. And also if I can be out driving and be able to see far away without glasses if I forget my glasses. So
yeah. I don't have cataracts yet.
Oh, good. Don't get them.
This is my tarot bag.
Ah, it looks like Santa's elves. There you go. All right.
I'm looking for my other deck of cards that I got from Deb. That's the ones I'll use. Then I have then I have oracle cards too.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
I do too. They're my favorite. Always will be. Yeah.
I go to this is because I pack for the store.
Oh, sure. Hi, Pierrette. It's nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while.
Then I have the oracle.
Oh, the tree keeper. Yes.
This is really
one. It is a nice one. Uh-huh.
And then Deb's,
right. The Clarity Tarot. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. We have a lot of readers on YouTube in general that have written tarot books. There's one gal, she's written probably 5 or 6 different kinds of books and real thick. And her name is Benabel Wen, W-E-N. And we have others. Marianne from Down Under. This Revealing Light is the name of her channel. Has decks and she's a journalist, so she's done some of that. It's wonderful to support the other folks who are on here, and so it's great you have Deb's cards. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, all right, I guess we can go ahead and start doing some readings. You want to do that?
I'm ready.
You're ready? All right. So we've got Paul first. And Paul is hoping to hear from his mom, Barbara, who passed 3 years ago today. So we'll see what we can do, Paul. I'm sorry you lost Mom 3 years ago. It's wonderful that you celebrate her by remembering her on this day. You know she's always with you. So I'm pulling out my beloved dead cards, but I've found the messages can come through pretty much any cards. So let's see what I got for you. Let's see what kind of message she might have for you. Wow. Well, Paul, she's acknowledging some changes that are going on in your life. And I don't suppose to know what area that might be in. I do know that she, the first thing I thought of when she came through was how much she's enjoying going with you to some of the concerts and things that you've gone to, and some of the, I guess you said when you live in Pennsylvania, I know, and you went to hear Kamala and Trump speak because it just, why not, since you live right there. And I think Mom is sort of chuckling with you in those venues as well. But it's showing change that's happened since she's passed. So, but she wants you to know it doesn't matter how much has changed, because I've been watching you all along anyway, Paul, and I already know. So I'm getting the driver card. And I'm wondering, are you spending a lot of time driving more than you did before and going places, not flying necessarily, doing maybe more driving? So I don't know. Either that or she's saying your drive to succeed is there for you. Oh my goodness. She just says, I love you so much, Paul. And you know, there's nothing, you are and continue to be a wonderful son. There's nothing that you didn't do for me when I was alive, and that you keep my spirit alive after I've passed as well. And finally, I get her message is that you're going through a rite of passage. She says it's time now to let go and prepare for new growth, because this upcoming year you're going to be crossing a threshold. I don't know if that's an age that you're going to cross. You know, we say sometimes when we turn 50 or 60, we've crossed a threshold. It could be a new job. It could be a new way of thinking or a new way of being. So that's for you. Thank you.
Okay, Paul, I have the 10 of Wands. Showing support.
Mm-hmm.
Support from a partner.
Uh-huh.
And did you just go through some remorse? You're still feeling upset that your mom has passed, but she's always with you.
Uh-huh.
So she's not really gone. And then I come up with the Empress. So she's looking out for you. She's with you every day.
Wow. Wow. Mm-hmm.
And she's bringing the world to you.
Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful.
That's what I got.
All right. Well, Paul's going to be 60 next year. Good for you, Paul. I'll be 70. So we'll both be having milestone years next year. That's really cool. That's really
Me too.
cool. You too. That's right. Denise and I are the same age. That's right. Mary Jonna, can you put your dad's first name in for us, please? Anytime you want to ask for anybody on the other side, we need a first name. So if anybody else did that, I've got room for you, Vicki. You're welcome, Paul. And I'm going to shut it off after Vicki posts. Ivan, thank you, dear. I think I knew that, but I forgot. Thank you. Hi, Debbie Stokes. It's nice to see you. Connie Epley, Vicki Howell, Denise McMullen, Magical Mermaid, and Christy. I got yours. I got Mary Jonna. And all right. All right. There you go. So I'm going to close the questions now so we have time to answer these. I don't want it that big. Darn it. Hold on. I'm going to find a smaller. There we go. Okay.
I push it close.
Yes. Otherwise, hi, artist Liz. Nice to see you too. All right. So our next person is Hypnicity. And she says, I'd appreciate a reading. I'm kind of cranky, not very Buddhist. Well, you know what? Some days I'm judgmental and cranky too. And then I have to just put myself back on the path. You're okay. I'm really excited to know you were there at that Dalai Lama thing. Wow, that's pretty cool, Denise. I mean, Nilani. Yeah. All right. So I have Hypnicity, Loretta, Ginny, Tanita, Christy, Mary Jana, Freestyle, Amanda Carrion, and Vicky. Those are the people I have. And so you know what order you're in, everybody. Okay. Hi, Eliza Bassett. Aloha. All right. So let's see if I can find some spiritual cards here. Let's see. I had some Buddhist cards.
Reading possible. Hypnicity, can I pull an oracle card for you? I'm feeling oracle for this question.
I don't think she minds. I think she's fine with whatever you pull.
Yeah. Okay, because I don't, I'm feeling.
Yep. Hi, Brenda Taro. Nice to see you. All right. You know what? I can't find my Buddhist card, so I'm going to pull a Ganesha card. Oh, my goodness, Eliza. Your landlord, I swear, he just likes making your life miserable. He sprayed weed cleaner, killer, upwind from her windows. Oh, that man is obsessed, I swear. You can go ahead, Denise, if you want.
I'm thinking either her landlord is missing a few brain cells or he's just totally inconsiderate.
Well, he doesn't want her there. He does all these weird things to get her out of there. She isn't going anywhere right now. So
good for her. Don't give in to him. Mm-hmm. Hypnicity. Right here.
He's 93. Yeah, he is 93. I remember that part.
Dementia. Hypnicity. I pulled Keeper of Pace.
Oh.
It is time to speed up or time to slow down. This can only be answered by your internal guidance system. Trees have their own rhythms, as do the seasons, the bees, the tree keepers, and you. Pay attention to the speed of your present situation. It is time to pull back, or do you need to be taking more action? Tension, stress, and overwhelm will tell you when it's time to slow down. Iterate, anxiety, fear are often indicators that some kind of change is needed to shift the pace. Listen to your own internal rhythm and act on the message it conveys. I don't know if you'll be able to see this because it does show up.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's one of the tree cards. Is that what it is? Yeah, I like that. Okay.
That's the Keeper of Pace.
Mm-hmm.
So what So what I'm taking from it is that it's
getting there.
Yeah, it's a decision. It's like, oh, what should I do?
Yep.
Well, thank you, Hypnicity.
Yeah. So it goes right along with what Denise came up with. It's all in the matter of wholeness, your wholeness. Ganesh is sitting here holding a beautiful Merkaba, and it's like, trust the process. Everything will reveal itself in right time, just like Denise in our show today did. And just keep going and doing what you're doing. And if you're cranky one day, it's okay. It's all right. It says here, natural growth. Yep. Seeds you've planted are beginning to flourish. So your growth is happening, whether you're feeling good about it or not. And then it just says, expect amazing things to happen. you got the miracle card for Christmas. So there you go. And thank you so much. Your dragon is your neighbor, is in your neighbor's tree. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Okay.
And
That's
this
cool.
too shall pass. Yeah.
Yes, it will. Yep. Yep. It was like me sitting in where I was sitting the last couple of weeks in November. I just felt like it was never going to go away. And it did. I mean, relatively speaking. Yeah.
All I could ever think of is when that situations in life that happen that way is it's kind of hard to get excited about anything because you're always waiting for that next shoe to drop.
And you don't want to think that way. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want to think that
Yeah.
way, but every time
Yeah.
you start to get optimistic, and then it's like,
Yep.
boom, okay,
Yep.
how do I do?
Yep. Well, thanks, but no thanks. Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Loretta is asking for a little guidance regarding friendship with Lisa, and she wanted us to know there's no Lisa on YouTube that she's talking about, and we say, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I got some fun cards here. Let's see if I can get them out. All right. Oh, okay. Here's what I get. You go right ahead, though, Denise. If you've got yours, go ahead. Yep.
It was just as I was getting ready to shuffle, something told me to look. Okay. I got the Ace of Pentacles.
Ooh. Okay.
And then I got the Star.
Oh, okay.
So I want to pull those out because I feel that they're part of it. That's
okay. Yep. Oh, Loretta, I just got rid of your. Oh, that's so stupid of me. All right. I'm just going to highlight your name so that we remember that you were I'm sorry. Oh, no, there you are. Okay, we'll just do that. All right.
All right. Do you want me to finish or?
Yeah, go right ahead and finish. Okay. Yeah.
So what I got was the Ace of Pentacles, which is a practical person, which I think would be you, Loretta. And you have hope for the future with your friend Lisa with a rewarding relationship. That's what you would like. And the outcome is judgment. It says, if I could read it, judgment is of self and others, less judgment of self and others.
Oh,
does that help? Does that? Are you guys
Spirit Voices, Sheila? Does that help you? Okay, good. Mother. Nice to see you, Spirit Voices, Sheila and Annie. I will, if we have time. I did close the questions. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Yes, it does, she says. Okay. All right. So what I got for you is I pulled the poet. And of course, the poet is the weaver of words. So I'm wondering if there's been either something said or not said that has infiltrated the relationship in some way, because it says, make your life a work of art and your art a work of life. See the poetry in the mundane. So it could be that it's just a misunderstanding. But then I get a transition is about to happen with this relationship. And I'm not liking the fact that the owls eat bunnies. So I don't really like that too much. But it says here mismanagement. So I'm thinking that, again, with the poet and the weaver of words, I'm wondering if there was just something that was said that was taken the wrong way. And perhaps that person thought it was sort of the death of the relationship, or you did. And that's not true. It was just words that were said either and were not communicated well enough, or confusing, perhaps not well written like a poem would be. Yeah. Oh, she's a Leo. Okay. Okay. That's okay. I love Leos, but yeah, they can be pretty fiery. So, hi, shooting stars. I'm glad you're here too. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Okay, both happened. All right, sweetheart. Love you. You're going to be okay. Yeah. Just get in there and say, one of us did this, and let's bury the hatchet. It's time to move back in. Yeah.
I have a friend, I have to say that too, Loretta. I have a friend that's been distant from me since I started getting into tarot and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. That can happen. That can happen. I remember that. And my kids, they know I've done this for years and years, but they get kind of weird with me sometimes. They just don't want to hear about it. It's not their thing.
And I think they're afraid that we might tap into it, but what they don't realize, I don't need to be reading a tarot card. I can tap into their thoughts anyway, so it doesn't matter.
If they're your friend, you know them pretty well. That's true.
Yeah.
That's very, very true.
Well, my kids and my husbands, and I had multiple. Not at the same time, though. I had them.
This is another thing we have in common, my friend.
Yeah, I always made sure it was just one at a time. Not
well, me too. Yes, me too. I did. All right. So
I wouldn't have liked it.
No. So Ginny Wells, thanks for asking a question. And I just love this question because you're so open-minded about getting an answer, really. How to gain peace of heart. Peace of heart. And
I'm gonna do Oracle on that one.
I actually just love that. Because really, Ginny, before I pull any cards at all, I just want to say that if we are anxious about something and we want to have peace, then we have to ask for freedom from fear. And freedom from fear is the way to have more and lasting peace. You don't want to ask for patience either. Never ask for patience, because they'll give you a situation where you have to really be very, very patient. But I'm going to pull some cards, and we'll see what the cards have to say as well. Yeah. Peace of heart. I love the question. Yeah. Who wants to talk to me today?
Really?
Let's see. All right. So I pulled a couple cards. I pulled some cards, and they're beautiful cards, and mostly there are only art on them that I have from a lady named Kathy Nichols. She does art in Nashville, not Nashville, Asheville. Sorry. And the first one I get is, I see that you are a very, very giving person. You are always there to provide others with an ear, to listen to what they have to say, and to give to them without expectation of reward. But please know you deserve the same from other people, that you're not asking for it, but you do deserve it. And so if you get somebody that wants to do something nice for you, you need to accept it. And you need to realize there's them giving it to you from their heart, just like you give from your heart. The second one is a wildflower. And I love this card because it's a little girl, and she's in the midst of what does that say? Does that say wildflower? I am a flower, it says. So, we're all, before we were flowers, we were seeds, and seeds have to be taken care of. We have to seed what it is that we want in our life before it grows into this beautiful flower. It says here, pursue your aspirations and seek personal elevation. They want you to reach higher, just like a flower reaches towards the sun. And interestingly enough, the sun was on the first card. So it really is a message for you to reach and know that you can achieve your lofty goals, but also to know that you are just as important as anyone else, and should be the benefit of love as well.
Hi, Jenny. I asked my guide for an oracle card, and the keeper of follow through is the one that fell out of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's kind of hard to see their watercolor, but they are beautiful cards.
They are beautiful. Yeah.
The keeper of follow through. It's time to follow through. No amount of dreaming, intending, or progress making can bring a goal to its fulfillment. You must honor your promises by following through and action every step to the end. Are you mired in details? Are you experiencing I hate that word. Experiencing because of your abandoned the hard work and irritated? I don't know. This isn't a moment about lack of intention or imagination. You've made it through those long hallways of creativity. These last steps are all about the push. There's a lot of sweat equity required to get a new life safely delivered into the world. Honor your commitments, especially those you have made to yourself.
Yeah.
Review them, edit them. If they no longer feel compelling to you, keep the ones that feel radiant. Follow through all the way to the end. That first sequel of new life will be worth all the push.
So she's giving birth to something, it sounds like, and she deserves it so very much. But she can also shape it. She can shape it at the same time.
And it's said to take care of yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
Review yourself. Those you have made to yourself.
That's
the
right.
Promises to yourself.
Yep.
Follow through.
Sometimes we just don't
that gave me chills.
Take care of ourselves as well as we should. And that was what my cards were saying too, that you can give and give, but others need to be able to give you back what you want as well. And taking care of yourself is such a gift to yourself. Wow.
Do you know what I found through my Buddhism? Actually, I found it. I was this way. And then when I learned more about Buddhists, then I realized I'm a non-participating Buddhist. I just live the life of a Buddhist.
Live it. Yeah. That's what I am, honey.
And I always have. And it was never taught to me or anything.
You just resonate with the belief system of all of the things. Yeah.
And of course, now that I did all that talking, I forgot my point, but that's beside the point.
You walked your talk, but you didn't have to think too much about it either. So there you go. There you go. We can often get insights from other people's readings here, which is so wonderful. That's what I love the most. That's why we both got goosebumps. Yeah.
Oh,
all right, Nada, you want a reading on either love, finances, or career. All right. Well, that's a big load, but I'm going to pull the cards and see what they seem to be saying. How about that?
I would love a message of either love, finance, or career.
Okay. And I'm pulling out my cards for just those types of things. All right. So, Janita, they want you to know that you absolutely are limitless in all of those areas. In other words, you've got the whole enchilada if that's what you want, but you have to be able to give over your attachment to either one of those. And so what you're doing is you're saying to yourself, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am abundant. I have the best job in the universe, and believe in that, and then let it go and let it come to you. And it may not all come in at the same time. But the moment that we block those thoughts is, oh, nobody will ever love me. I'll never be taken seriously. I'll be poor we don't want those messages. We want to take those messages and take them away from our way of thinking. You're going through making some tough decisions, it says. You're in a crossroads right now. And of course, we are at the holidays heading into a new year very, very soon. I think we're all in a crossroad, but you're at sort of a fork in the road. You can either go this way or you can go this way. And it's saying that you are the only one that knows the answer. However, you can call on your angels because you are divinely protected and you are not alone. And so if it's something to do with love, you can bring in and ask the angels to bring you your perfect partner or bring you, your perfect career. When you're talking about archangels, you have to call them in by voice. If you're talking about your own personal angels, which we all have around us, believe it or not, you have a personal relationship with them and you can ask them to intervene on your behalf at any time. They don't butt in if you don't ask. Your turn?
Is it Tainita?
Tanita. Yeah.
Tanita.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hi, Tanita.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Queen of Wands that came up in a romantic.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what you look like, so maybe that's you. Are you always busy? It's a wand. It's a queen. She's in charge.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then I come up with the Hierophant.
Oh.
Was my second card, which traditionally thinking about relationships. Then you have the Eight of Swords, which comes up with you have a choice, but you feel trapped. I don't know. She goes, no. And then for the outcome, I have the cause of balance, thinking on the situation. Two of Swords. So
you don't want to be too, maybe there's that negativity. You got to think positively, perhaps. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. No stinking thinking.
No, yeah. And there's never any stupid question. The only stupid question is one that's not asked.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. I love that. That's beautiful. Thanks, Denise. Thanks, Danita. All right, Christy. I'm guessing you just want a general reading, so we're just going to go with whatever we pull and see how that makes sense, if that makes sense to you. All right.
She goes, yep, I do think very negatively.
Got to stop that. No.
Yeah, you can't find love that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds really easy to say, oh yeah, do affirmations, but we don't think about it. It's not something we put in our, maybe you put a little Post-it note up, Tanita, that says, think positively. Yeah. There you go. All right.
You're welcome.
So, yeah. So Christy, I pulled the shadow for you, which is very interesting. She's quite the siren here, and she's got a beautiful background. And it says here, making a friend and ally of your shadow side is necessary for becoming your authentic self, a key element of true success. So when we live in authenticity, that means that we absolutely live the life that we deem the most important. But there are elements of our lives we don't really like sharing with other people. And I'll give you one of mine, even though I don't like sharing it. I really hate driving and I get very nasty behind the wheel. And so it's one of my shadow sides. It's like, I don't like, what the hell's the matter with you cutting me off? Like they can hear me, and I get myself in all that mess. But anyway, that's where shadow, we just have to embrace it. It's who we are. It's who we are. It says you can dream of whatever it is that you wish to bring into your life. And I love this. And it's the moon. So I'm going to say last night was the new moon. We have another new moon coming up on the 30th of December. It's called the Black Moon because usually we don't have two new moons in a month. And so anytime a new moon comes up, set your intentions for what you would like to have before the real full moon comes to you, and dream on that and work toward that end. And it says, There might be somebody out there to watch out for that has said something about you that is not true. And I'm wondering if they said something about your shadow side that is not true. And it has created some kind of a rift between some people. Anyway, watch out for rumor people. Watch out. Don't buy into anything that anybody else says about somebody else.
Thank you, Mary. She likes my black cat, my black and white cat.
Oh, hi, Mary Thornberry.
She's just always, she's just like, wants to be on camera every time I do it.
Oh, that's so sweet. She is beautiful. Well, she brought you back to tarot.
Yeah, and well, she was the neighbor's cat, so.
Okay.
She likes me.
Yeah.
So I have the Six of Wands came up in the first position. I need glasses. I feel like Debbie's Zaka. How do you say her last name?
Zaka. Yeah.
Zaka. I feel like Debbie Zaka. She's always like same thing. If you're watching, Deb, I feel like you. You have a time of happiness. Encouragement is coming. I don't know if you're in a relationship or looking for one, but you got the King of Wands coming in. So an affectionate and passionate man. So it's an older man. I am married, so that could be your husband. You're moving into calmer waters. Is it? I don't know if it's your relationship or material situation in your life. So it could be either way. And then you got the Empress. So everything is going to be mutually trust and affectionate with your husband. So I don't know. It sounds like you guys are maybe going on a romantic vacation. And you have the Temperance.
There you go.
Is the healing of rifts.
Yeah.
So.
Gonna have a good time on that little excursion.
I am married. Relationship.
She is married. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That's very cool. Yes. Very nice.
I hope that helped.
All right. Thanks, Christy. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So, Mary Jana, her father's name is Ivan. So let's see if we can find anything out from Ivan. All right. So I'm getting him telling me that he watches you all the time. The card is wholesome. And of course, a father would feel his daughter was wholesome. In other words, a good girl, a loving girl, a good daughter. And he's just saying, I watch you all the time, daughter, and I love you dearly. And I'm there whenever you think about me. I make my presence known to you. Hopefully you feel it. He's saying here, I'm not sure about the service card. I'm not sure if he was in the medical field, you might be in the medical field, or there might have been another type of service industry. There's a lot of different things you can do in service. I mean, you can work at a restaurant, that's service. I mean, there's a lot of different things. But he's saying either that, or he's saying you are of service to other people. And it makes him extremely happy. It's like, if you'll notice, it's like the Red Cross, and it's like you're always there and available, at least for him, but for others as well. He said, please don't feel disconnected. However, I don't know if you do feel disconnected or you might be disconnected from other people in your life, and he's a little concerned about it. It looks like a dad in the middle and sort of two men on the other side. I don't know if you have any brothers or not. But he's just saying if it's no one that you can think of, it might be that what he's saying is that he's never disconnected from your life. In other words, all you have to do is think about him and he's there. His message for you is to embrace fiery passion towards something that you want in your life. A lot of people that are artists are passionate about their art. It says, while this time is intense, it leads you to empowerment. He wants you to plan ahead for your future and get your goals aligned and move into the fire. But the fire is the creative spark. It's not the fire that consumes us. It's the fire that elevates us.
Okay. Marjana, I have the Two of Wands. They come up, and it's in your dad's beneficial guidance from others. There's someone helping you with a situation, and he's saying take their advice. And then they come up with the Six of Cups. So it's rejoice, family, renewed enthusiasm coming your way. You have a partnerships that you're inspired with. I don't know if Freestyle needs that's first name. Oh.
Wow.
Did you say her dad's name was Ivan?
Yes, it's
Okay.
Ivan. Yep. Yeah. Oh,
And then the King of Pentacles, which
might be Dad.
Yeah, might be your dad.
Mhm.
And he's saying the Two of Swords, have faith in your own ideas and wisdom is what your father's telling you.
There you go. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he also wants to let you know that you're good at your work and people are really noticing.
That's awesome. She says she's in education and is a service representative. So apparently people are noticed. That came up twice, really, that people are noticing in your job. Wow. Okay.
And I got 3 2s in that reading.
You did. That was an affirmation for you doing what you're doing.
I had to ask Gellick. I had to guide me in this reading.
There you go. You did it.
Threw the 3 2s in there. See how he is.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you see why I smile. When you start watching his videos, you'll see why I smile. I mean, it's
sure. He just has that personality. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right. Freestyle, are you still here? Because I need Dad's first name, please. I'm going to just move into Amanda. And then if you put it in, we'll go back to you for sure. So she'd love to hear from her brother, Ramon Santos Jesus Caron. All right. Let's see what we can find out from Ramon. Did I say that in especially good sort of Spanish fluency?
Jesus.
Carrion. Yeah.
Carrion.
Yeah. Muy bueno.
But his first name is Emery. Emery Ramon.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's Emery. Oh, you did. That's for freestyle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll go back to you. I'll go back to you. I promise. Okay. So
I'm confused.
Yeah. Nope. It's Ramon Santos Jesus Carrion.
Yeah. Have a message for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I love this. So what do I get? I get him standing here saying, everything in my hands are just things. Things don't matter. Things are just, they don't matter. You can't take things with you. And, a lot of people don't realize that until the end. Things are nothing. You're nothing without, you're everything without things. All right. He's also showing creativity. He says that he tries to come through you as creatively as possible in order to let you know he's around. He's been watching over you. He wants you to practice because he's on at whatever it is that you feel you need to work on, because he says that's going to matter in what's coming up. he wants you to know also, and this is Queen Victoria, but she was the sovereign. She was the sovereign of um, England, during her reign. And he wants you to remember that you are the sovereign of your own life. There's no one else that's in charge of you but you. And you make the decisions you want to make. And they are not to be taken lightly by other people. I think he wants you to remember where you came from, what it is that you've accomplished. And, he says, after all, we're blood. Well, you and I, we're blood. He says, go to the next level to get a greater perspective, which means go to higher ground and you'll see the bigger picture, Amanda. That's what he's saying. From his ground, he's at higher ground, of course. He can see everything. He says it's all unfolding in the right way, Amanda. Don't worry about it so much.
Hi, Amanda. I have I pulled up the keeper of follow through. No, that's the wrong one. I lied.
Okay.
Actually, I got keeper of transformation.
Ah. So, oh, wow. And that's what she's going through right now. A lot of transformations. Really? She really is. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Compassion and accountability are two wings belonging to the same butterfly. To transform your inner life, you must engage both. Likewise, you are able to transform your relationships and outward experiences into their highest potential when you seek the balance of compassion and accountability. You are being asked in this moment to see your situation.
They all do that. All cats do that. They really do. Yep. On every live.
There are guides because
I know.
we're not paying attention to them. So
they're mystical.
They take in the cat and then the cat gets in the...
Yep.
I'm sorry. You are being asked in this moment to see your situation impartially. Where do you need to be accountable or hold someone else accountable? Where and how do you get to engage compassion for yourself, for others, or for the situation that needs grace and mending?
Can you see what she said?
Ramon loves cats. I hope he likes black and white, but it's a tuxedo cat.
I don't think Ramon cares. Ramon had the cat come up and touch.
He jumped right up there.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear.
You can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you.
You really can't. Yes. All right. So this is freestyle, wanting to hear from her dad who passed. His name was Emery. So there you go. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, that was just a hoot. Okay. So freestyle, I had a boss back I was about 19. And I worked with him at a Pizza Hut. He was my manager, and I loved him so much. His name was Emery, and his first name. And he never had children. He was the nicest man I ever worked for. And so you have brought a smile to my face today because I'm remembering my Emery. So I get the sense that my Emery is coming through and saying, yeah, here he is. I got him with me. Wow. So Dad has been around you, and Dad is saying that you need to remember to continue to play. We all need to remember to play. We need to remember that free-spirited child that's within us. And of course, this is the craziest because this man is on a rocking horse and there he is as an angel. But he's like, don't take everything so seriously all the time. Make sure you take time to play and see the small miracles that unfold. Blow some bubbles, go on a carousel, whatever it is that you feel is play to you, he wants you to do. He said, anything that you do is an act of love. He said, I love you as is. So even if you don't take time to play, I'm not up here judging you. You do what you do for your life. And he said, it just the name, your name here, freestyle, shows that you do what it is that you want to do. And that makes him happy. And finally, he said, when all else fails, just remember, this is the holidays. Holidays always revolve around home. And, you know, you are still my home, you and the others in my life. And I'm always just a thought away. Wow.
Very nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Eight of Wands, which is your goal is near, act now. It's unrestricted. It's in the flow.
Uh-huh. Wow.
We got the Hierophant.
Uh-huh.
Follow the rules of tradition. I hate to go there. I for some reason I'm thinking church. Religion keeps popping in. I don't know if your father was religious or if you are, but it keeps coming through.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
And then I've got the Knight of Swords, which is outspoken, persuasive, quick thinking, and bold ideas. So you've got action, or the mental thoughts are flowing.
Mental thoughts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my.
He was an atheist, so yeah. And religion might come through. In other words, the opposite of. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. Well, there's your idea too with the swords, the Knight of Swords coming through. In other words, I'm not attached to the thoughts of others, more so my own. So maybe that's how he was trying to mitigate that card.
Did he like to debate?
Maybe. Did he like to debate freestyle? Let us know. Oh, you're an artist. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have the Ace of Wands. Go for it. Your creative spark is motivated.
Uh-huh.
That's the message from your dad. He's telling you.
Yeah.
That was the Ace of Swords.
Yeah. There you go. The opportunities are available for you. Yeah.
And then I come up with the Nine of Cups.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he was a jokester. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. My father was too. Yeah. Oh, but that 10 of Cups is like.
Nine of Cups.
9 of Cups is wishes granted.
9 of Cups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is goodness put out in return in abundance, happy and satisfaction will come your way.
There you go. There you go. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
He's saying stick to your goals.
That's right. Yep. I love it. All right. So we have 2 more. We are a little bit over today, usually go an hour, but we wanted to finish up what we were doing.
Yeah.
Those of you who are still left, thank you for being here. Please check out Denise's channel when you get a chance, and like and subscribe and give her a heads up. And Vicki wonders if we can bring in a message from her best friend, Nancy, who passed in 2012. I had my best friend of childhood passed in 2011. And she was in her 50s. It was so sad to me that she left so early. So, but I still feel her around me. So I get it, Vicki. I totally get it. Wow. All right. Oh, my goodness. Nancy said, look what you're doing. You're bringing me right to the limelight, Vicki. I'm right here. This is a riot. She said, yep, I got your message loud and clear and decided to come and hang out with you today. And I'm glad you got my message that I wanted to talk to you. So yeah, there you are, both of you in the limelight. Vicki also has her own channel and does readings as well. So that's wonderful. Was she a teacher, or is there something that she taught you about yourself, or was maybe you worked together, she taught you how to do that kind of work, or maybe, I don't know, I get the teacher card, and so it could be one of those types of things. And then I get hardship. She doesn't like what you're going through right now. She wants you to know that she recognizes that you guys are having a tough time, and she wants you to know she's been watching over you, and it's going to get better. She said, just go the distance. Let's see what the final message is here. Step boldly into the light to fulfill your divine purpose, your true path. So, we have to go through these ebbs and flows. And I'm feeling like she likes the fact that you are stepping into a new direction in your life. And sometimes that step in takes longer than we want it to. So she's sending you lots of love. Gosh, what a sweetheart she is. Honestly. Yeah. I want to say Denise is doing a great job, because I don't think you usually do mediumship readings, do you?
No.
I didn't think so, but you're doing them.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you're doing a good job. You are.
I've just always lived my life this way, and I'm using cards to express myself.
That's right. That's right. I love it. You're doing great. Yeah.
So I have the Six of Wands, which is achievement and success, clear of progress. And she's saying balancing in equality, clarity laid. You're going to have spiritual balance. Spiritual to me is not religion.
Right.
Spiritual is what we are.
Yep.
We just feel. We feel everything. We feel the air. We feel the rain. We feel the earth. We feel. My house is nothing but stone and wood and metal. And people always walk in and they go, your house is always so cozy. Well, I use earth in my home.
Yeah.
Everything, and I always have. I've always used earth in my house. Then you got financial stability. You're coming into a money. Let me reword this. You had the Six of Pentacles. I got sidetracked.
Okay.
I got sidetracked. You had the Six of Pentacles, and then right after it, you got the Four of Pentacles.
Ooh.
So it's
yeah.
Whatever you're working on is coming to fruition, and you're going to have financial rewards. But you need to get a different perspective with the Hangman. Sometimes it's just a little twerking.
Yeah. You know what you're doing when you're twerking, right? Yeah. You're doing that dance with your butt. Yeah.
That's right. You're just going to do a little twerking. You're going to let loosen up. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles at the end. You're putting time and effort and reaping the rewards.
Yeah.
So her
and her husband are doing both. Yep. She is.
So your friend Nancy's telling you, keep going, girlfriend. You're on your way.
That's what I get from her too. I really do. It's like, sometimes things slow down but it's just to protect us. It's just to protect us until we can be where we need to be. So, thanks, Vicki. Thanks for hanging out here. Is Annie Hamlet still here? Because if not, we'll just do a really quick community read for those of you who hung out with us. And I don't think Annie's still here. So we'll just do what we call a community read. And I like doing those for people who didn't get a chance to get a reading. And it's just a message in whatever comes out, I guess. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is very fascinating. I couldn't have pulled these out if I wanted to know for sure what was going on. It says that there will be exposed truths, not only for us as a community collective, but also in our own world, because that's what the energy of the astrology is doing as well. It says, be honest with yourself and others and face reality. Be your authentic self always. And this is for all of us. This is the collective read. Okay. The next card I get is take time to wander. And I'm going to say, wander in wonder. I know those two words are almost the same. The thing that connects them is the W's, of course. And the sly fox is wandering away, going away, and not worrying about what's next, and allowing whatever is next to bring its way in its own time, and to temper the anger that we feel, because it's counterproductive. Nobody else feels it. We do. And I needed that myself for me driving in the car. We're the ones that suffer from anger, not the person or the thing that we're angry at, because we have all of that in our own world, in our own bodies. Yeah. Be kind to thyself. Yeah. Wow.
I started to pull cards, and then it just Oracle. So I did Oracle.
That's okay.
And I got Keeper of Grace.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go.
While a capitalistic system that profits from your feelings less than would have you believe that true strength comes by force, the tree keepers would have you understand that powers and power come from balance, the interplay between the act of will and a surrender to what is. When we refuse to take things personally and see ourselves as part of the living organism of nature, we can accept what is while also engaging our creativity to shape our personal reality between those opposite energies that lives the golden thread of grace in the fierce, the tender heart of surrender.
OMG. That's amazing. Just the word capitalism and such in there is.
Yeah, it really tells about our times we're living through.
It does. Thank you
we
so
just
much.
have to keep our belief.
Buck up, right? We have to buck up.
Kamala's president. Kamala's president.
From your lips to God's ear. All right.
That's right.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with Denise and I today. Please take time to go over and like and subscribe to her channel if you can. And we'll see you again soon. Take care.
And I will try and start uploading. I tried to make a video the other day, and the dog wouldn't stop barking the whole time.
Wasn't the right time.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a beautiful day.